Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest and very good, solid season 1 finale for our new favorite fantasy show on HBO Max, House of the Dragon. That's right, the season 1 finale dropped today, and God knows when we're going to get season 2, if they've even begun production or not, but it is coming, so hopefully we'll get it sooner rather than later. But for now, at least, we have finished season 1, and oh boy, did we get quite the season finale. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on House of the Dragons by the latest episode, which is today's episode, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Spoiler warning is issued. Spoilers starting from here on out, starting now. So, basically, the stage is set for war, despite Rhaenyra not wanting to go to war because she doesn't want to be the queen of ash and bone and fire. But the stage is pretty much set for war. It's interesting that we didn't get to see any of the Hightowers like Otto or Alicent or any of their allies plotting and planning anything in this episode. Like, this whole episode, it took place entirely, mostly in Dragonstone, except when the prince went to go off to give that message to that guy, where his one-eyed cousin was there already with another proposition for the guy. And then, of course, we know what happens from there, and more on that later. But this episode mostly stayed on and around Dragonstone, although Otto did appear with the proposal from the queen, and then Daemon threatened him. That's right. So we at least saw Otto for sure. Yeah, the hand of the king. And then Rhaenyra taking his little golden hand with the spike and throwing it over the wall out of pure spite. That was great. Oh, and no shortage of dragons in this episode. I mean, that dragon chase in the sky was scary. I knew something bad was going to happen to that kid as soon as he flew off in the rain. I'm like, he's either going to get struck by lightning in this rainstorm, or his jerk-off uncle is going to come after him with that big bearded dragon that he's got. And of course, that's exactly what happened. Although from the looks of it, the way Aemond looked shocked and surprised, I don't think he intended to. And I don't think he wanted to actually kill the kid. Maybe he just wanted to scare or intimidate him, because if anything, he just wanted one of his eyes, an eye for an eye situation, literally. And the way he's yelling his dragon's name, whatever it was, the big bearded sucker, he was yelling his dragon's name in a way that makes you think, oh, it's like someone telling their dog to stop hurting or attacking another dog. So it's like he didn't want his dragon to hurt or kill the prince, but ultimately that's what happened. And then, of course, the poor dragon, Arax, died as well. That sucked too. And the chase scene was great. It was exciting. And it also reminded you of just how goddamn big that bearded dragon is compared to some of the other dragons. Like, that prince's dragon was tiny compared to Aemond's big sucker. And then Aemond looks almost remorseful, or at least he has a look of regret on his face, like, oh shit, what did I do? Because, again, I don't think he meant to kill him, just more meant to intimidate or scare him. But then I think he briefly lost control of his dragon, and that's what ended up happening. And of course, the closing scene is almost completely silent. Music is playing, but there's no dialogue, and presumably Daemon is informing Rhaenyra that, you know, her son is dead. And of course, that would explain the sad look on her eye and how she's probably now fuming and itching for a fight. Because originally she wanted to keep the realm intact per her father's dying wishes, which was unite and protect the realm and prepare for the song of winter and ice, or ice and fire. You know, the thing that happens later in Game of Thrones. But of course, now she's probably itching for a fight now that her son's been killed. So war is definitely on the table. Speaking of table, I love that big map thing they had of Westeros, where they lit a fire within it, and it lit up, showing the names of the different houses and locations all throughout Westeros. And they put their pieces like a chessboard out, saying, well, here's who we could get to ally with us. Here's where our enemies are. Here's where potential allies and potential enemies can be. It's literally a giant chessboard, literally a Game of Thrones. And I'm pretty sure Tyrion said that at one point during the original series run. It's a Game of Thrones. And that table reminded us of which franchise this show belongs to. But great episode. I mean, this felt like a great way to wrap up season 1 and to tease what is to come in season 2, which seems like it's going to be all-out war, which should be very good and very exciting. And I'm not sure how many more seasons we could go, because I don't know how long the Dance of Dragons actually went on for, like years-wise. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how they handle this show moving forward. I'm just happy we're getting another season because I enjoyed this first season so much. And I really can't wait to see what's to come next. And I hope you guys enjoyed the season 1 finale as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night if I don't see you. House of the Dragon Season 1 is currently streaming in its entirety on HBO Max. Season 2, God knows when that's coming or happening, but if I hear more about it, I will certainly let you guys know as well. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your night. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.